Hello my friends, how's everyone doing today? Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. I'm here to make some little, I think they're going to be tags, but they're kind of like, might look like bookmarks too. They can be either or, but I was cleaning up my craft room to get ready for my next project, and I've had this little page sitting here on my table to do something with because it's so I love it, and I didn't want to put it away and have it get lost and have me forget about it. I wanted to go ahead and do something with it. It's from a Presto. I think it looks like the back cover, or maybe inside the cover, right inside the cover. But anyway, yeah, it's a piece of a Presto, pressure cooker little booklet. So, but what I like is this side here. It has little food items on it. As you can see, carrots and asparagus. And I love the color and the little crisscrosses. So I just really loved it and wanted to go ahead and use it. So I don't know what day I'll post this video on. It could be Use It or Lose It, Tag Tuesday, or a combination. So, but what I want to do first, I think, is go ahead. I think I'm going to put some lace. And I got out several black laces here because I didn't know which one I was going to use. So those are going to be probably the topper because there are black accents here around the food. And then I have my slot punch, which I'm probably going to use to put the lace on. But I had this also out on my desk I use it for another project. So I thought, well, let me go ahead and use this. It's coffee dyed, 1/2 of a coffee dyed file folder. So what I want to do first is glue this down. I'm going to go ahead and do that. This was a pretty old booklet, but I don't have the date right here. But it was pretty old, so it could have been like 50s, something like that. So, yeah, I like this side of it too that I'm putting glue on, but I really, really like the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and focus on and let that be the focus, the other side of this little, and it's a cardstock piece of paper. So let me see if I'm getting enough glue on here. I think I need a little bit more. I'm going to take this little silver tip off if I can. There we go. Let me get a little bit more glue out here so I can make sure this is, ooh, that's a lot. But that's okay. I'll spread it out. I just want to make sure I get enough glue on here so this is nice and glued down. Sometimes I do that. I just take off that silver tip if I need a little bit more glue than the fine lines that silver tip provides. I didn't used to do that, and I discovered, like, why don't I do that? So that's a little tip if you forget that you can actually take that off and use either tip you want. I didn't do that for a long time, so that's why I'm mentioning it. Now I do it all the time. So let's just put this on the edge, and then we won't have to make any cuts over here. And on the top, if I can get it even. Let's see. Right up there in the corner, even with the top. Then I won't be making any trash there. And glue that down real nice. So yeah, this is just a quick little craft, and I could have done an off video, but I thought you might enjoy. A quick little craft. I like it depends on what I'm doing, but sometimes I like a 30-minute video, sometimes I like a 5-minute video, sometimes I like a 10-minute video. So yeah, I watch all different links of videos. So okay, so let's just cut this out. I don't want to cut off any of this paper, so I'm trying to get it right where I'm going to cut, but I don't want to cut off any of this page here, the orange. Okay, let me adjust. Okay, well, nope, down here a little bit more. I might get a sliver, but I hope not. Let's see. There we go. I don't think I got any of this orange paper. Good. Perfect. And then this, I just, want to keep this. It's kind of like very unique because, it was from a thrift store. A very vintage little Presto cookbook. I see those once in a while, but some are younger, some are older. They're usually all vintage though, but that is pretty. I just love the whole look of it, and it's, you know, it's not perfect. It's got some wear on it, some, you know, age, kind of like age spots, I guess. You know, a little bit grungy, but not too grungy. But there's the back. So what I was thinking was just cut it in half, because I don't want these to be sideways, so I don't want to cut it this way. So I think the best way to cut it is just cut it in half. Let me measure real quick. I know I don't measure too often, but I want to try to get it right in half. So it's 4 3/4. So there's 2. So 2 from this side and about 2 from this side. Let me see. 1, 2. So about right. A little bit over from that. So about right there. Yeah, I guess I could have done that without measuring. I could have eyeballed it, but I just didn't want to. I kind of really want it to be right in the middle if possible here. And so let's see if I can do it straight line here. All right, and I think, let me just look at it. I'm kind of eyeballing it too. It doesn't matter if it's a hair off from being exactly centered, but I don't want it to be way off. And I think, okay. It's hard to trust the cut sometimes, because it looks, when you put it down, it looks like you're going to cut it. Yeah, I think I need to adjust here. See where my cutter's going to go. Okay, I think I'm going to go for it. I'm going to go for it. I'm going to stop hesitating. I think it's going to be a little bit off, but yeah, see, I had to eyeball it a little bit. I couldn't go with my measurements, and I did pretty good. That's how it came out. So I think those are pretty much, wow, I think they're exactly alike, even though I measured, I put it down, it didn't look right, and then I moved it around a little bit. So sometimes you got to trust your gut, right? Sometimes you got to trust your gut. So I think I want to leave them like this. I don't want to angle the corners or anything. I just don't want to cut off any of this design. I think it would look better if I just leave it with the rectangles. But I am going to cut a little slot here in the top of each one. This is a slot punch, and I do have it listed, I believe, in my, you know, in my description box. I have a list of my Amazon pretty much favorites. When I sometimes I realize I haven't put one there, and I'll add a new one, so the list keeps getting longer, or else I get something new and add it. But that is my Amazon affiliate links. If you click on one, it does help me, even if you don't buy anything and you buy something else. It still helps me, believe it or not. That's what I understand from instructions, that even if you click on one of my links and then you go and buy something else within 24 hours, it helps me. So that's pretty cool. Of course, we get like fractions of cents when you click and buy something, but it does add up, I think. I think I got a $10 check once, so, and it's not a check, it's, you know, automatic deposit, but it's, you know, every little bit adds up, and I you know, count all that as my income to help pay my bills. So, you know, every little bit helps. So there we go. There's my 2 slots. Just eyeball those kind of in the middle. And so like I said, I pulled out all these laces here, and then I was like, okay, well, which one is the most narrow? Because I think I need that to get through that little slot. And they're all kind of like almost the same, so it probably doesn't matter. This and this one look very close, and since this is such a smaller, this one looks a little wider. This one looks a little wider. Let's try this one. Let me open it up here and see what I have. I can see it better this way. It's pretty, it's a very pretty lace. Let me see. It's very flexible, so I would be able to get it through the hole. But I think this one's actually a little narrower right here. Let me just see this one real quick. It's hard to see it when it's all bunched up. Oh yeah, that is narrower. I think I'm going to go with this one. Yeah, that's quite a bit narrower. Maybe a 1/4 of an inch. Okay, I'm just going to go with this one. So let's pull a piece off of here. Let me get my sharp scissors. Okay, I want to even this up here. Yeah, so I'm getting ready to start my Christmas and July journals. And I was just putting away all this stuff. I had this sitting out here and stuff from the last 2 journals. So it wasn't a lot of stuff. It was just, you know, just some things I needed to put away, plus some things from a Thrifty Thursday. So it adds up. So I needed to just put that away. All right, I don't want this to be too long. I kind of have an idea. I'm going to see if this works. I hope it works. So I don't want too long of a piece. So if I do something like, I kind of want to, okay, I think about right there. I'll show you what I have in mind here. We'll see if it works. I'll do one, and if it doesn't work, then I can do something different, but I want to try this. So I'm going to fold this in half to get it through this little slot. Okay, and then I'm going to, I folded it in half, so I'm going to spread it back out so it's all kind of not folded as much as possible. Bring the 2 ends together like that, and then I'm going to get another piece here. This piece needs to be a little longer, and then I will cut. It's pretty long. I might be too long, but we're going to see. And I want to tie a bow around here. And I think I'm going to bunch it up here, and then bring these 2 ends together like that, and then tie a knot. I don't want this to be too bulky though. Yeah, I think that's going to be too bulky. Let me just see if I can tie a bow without tying a knot. I don't want it to be too bulky right there. Okay, let's try that again. So when I just tie a bow, I do this a lot sometimes just to save the bulk. So things are not too bulky, I'll just tie a bow and forget the knot. Don't tie the knot. So I just go in immediately into tying a bow. I don't have a problem with it. I think that anybody can do that, so I don't think it's a big deal. See, it's just, it's bulky enough without the knot. That would be twice as big without the knot, with a knot. Okay, then I can fluff these up and get it straight there. And there we go. Trying to see if I like that. I think I don't like this lace hanging down here though. I think I might try something else. I think it's a little bit overpowering. Don't you? I know you're agreeing with me. So instead of that, at this point I can tie a knot. There's different things you can do here. So I can tie a little knot here. Let's see how that looks. Oh, and then the things kind of go down. Yeah, they don't really stick up. Okay. Different ways to do your topper. And it could look cute sticking down too, but I don't want to cover up the graphics, so I might just do it my regular way. Let's try that. This might not be long enough, but I don't want the topper, I don't need the topper to be super long or anything, so let's try that. Little experimentation today. And then we have enough to get through here. I need to make, this reminds me of making paper clips too. I need to make some I want to make some paper clips soon. Make some paper clip toppers. Okay. And I always be careful here because I don't want to rip my tag or anything. So there we go. I like that better. Okay. The good old simple thing. I would try to do something different, but I didn't want to cover up, and I didn't realize the bow and the little thing, pieces that hang down would cover that up so much. There we go. That looks better. It's simple, but I like it. And so we'll do the other one the same way, and these will be ready to go into a journal. I might save these for a cookbook kind of recipe related journal, or they could be put in any kind of eclectic journal, you know what I mean? So that piece that I cut, I only need about half of that. So I could put that back up in my storage. I just want to make sure this is long enough. I think it is. We're going to go for it. So I thought about putting rickrack on here, but I don't think I want to do that either. Like I said, I don't want to cover up any of the graphics. So sometimes simple is better. I think a lot of times simple is better. Oops, I'm doing that wrong. Hold the phone. I'm trying to even this up before I put it in, and maybe, just maybe, it will be even after I get it through here. All right. I put the loop in the front because then it has this little piece across here when you're done. But you can do it either way. You can put your loop in the back if you like it the other way, or either just it doesn't even matter, do it different every time. I didn't used to pay attention to that, but then I decided I liked it this way. So then I started just doing it that way, where I put the loop in the front. And again, I don't want to pull it too tight and don't want to rip my loop or anything. This is strong because it's paper and piece of paper and the paper was actually cardstock, and then this is, you know, even thicker cardstock, so it's pretty strong, but still I don't want to take a chance on ripping anything. So I think that is good. There you go. Now it's not sitting on my desk anymore, so this is a little inspiration to get those little things done that you have sitting around and make some pretty whatever you're making, whatever you had planned. Just go ahead and do it so you don't have stuff sitting around, right? I still have things sitting around, but not too much. Just 2 things left here sitting that I need to really kind of do something with, but at least these are done, and then I will go from here. So thanks for watching today. Hope you enjoyed. Have a great day. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for my next projects, and hit that bell, and just say hi in the comments, or give me some ideas. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.